Alright, let's take a look at this. I feel like I just talked for a lot before I actually got them to start playing. I feel like that could have gone a little faster. They're kind of rushing a bit, and I'm letting them rush. Yeah, this could have gone faster too. I could have just pointed to where I wanted the groups to be and got them playing faster. This did not feel that long whenever I was up there, but now that I'm watching this and thinking of myself being in the ensemble, that was quite a bit of time. Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble with tone production here. I'm glad I did this warm-up before I jumped into the piece, so everybody got a chance to get a handle on their instruments. See, had I done that the first time, that would have gone way faster. I think I did a good job keeping up with each group and letting them know where to turn the corner. Okay, I liked that bit of talking. That was very brief. I'm giving them the tempo before I start them off. Yeah, this right here, this is why I chose intonation as my objective, because there's not much to this piece that would make it sound polished other than addressing the intonation, because the intonation is all over the place right here. I mean, rhythmically and just playing the right notes and rhythms, it's pretty simple. So yeah, even just tuning this one chord ended up being a big ordeal. So right here, I'm trying to use the human drone technique. I'm trying to get them to all sing their pitch while Ben plays to give us a focal point to listen into. So I was going to ask them to play the fifth of the chord, but they already had in their part, which I could not see on my score because I have a condensed score. So they were having trouble finding their pitch. Yeah, this whole little interaction with Emily right here ended up taking like a whole minute. I wrote about this in my reflection. And I hadn't played French horn when I taught this lesson. My first day of French horn was in brass tech immediately after this lesson. So I didn't really understand why she was struggling, but then, I started playing the instrument. I've been playing it for the past couple weeks. And the partials are so close together, so I can see how it's hard for them to find what the exact pitch they're looking for. So it was really my lack of knowledge right here that made this a big ordeal and made it take way too long. But going on in the future, I have a lot more knowledge to prepare me for this being an issue, and I can probably find ways to deal with it easier and more efficiently. So now I'm trying to add in the third right here, I think. Yeah. I want them to sing the third so they can fit it right where it needs to be, because it needs to be a little low. And they're most likely going to ride high. Morgan's the only one with the 7. Yeah, a lot of people were like unsure of what pitch they were supposed to be singing. So I just gave them a chance to just play it on their instrument and figure out where it is and where they need to sit now that they know that they need to sing their pitch. Yeah, that fifth still isn't quite settled. I probably would have, had I had more time, I probably would have spent more time on that before adding them in. Yeah, so at this point I can tell that almost everybody's got it fairly locked in except for the flutes, so I'm going in to isolate them. So Lauren's playing her primary instrument, so I asked her to play first for them to listen into her. And here I'm trying to figure out which of the flutes is having the issue. Yeah, that was... So then I had both of them play, and then once the person that was having the issue added in, they had more sound around them to kind of lock into it. Yeah, they're still having a bit of an issue. That's something I would have had to work on long term. So yeah, I think the flutes got lost here, and I was trying to help them figure out where they were in the music and come back in. So overall, that ended up taking way longer than I would have liked to spend on that. Let's not do this. But I realized that with young people, that is probably a more realistic look at what it would be like to fix the intonation when it's that out of tune, and it's hard to have one thing to grab onto. Although with my band, I would probably have a precedence of singing more often, so they could at least have that pitch internalized in their ears and try to make their instrument obey what they have internalized. So, yeah.